Magandang umaga po. Naka-low network connection. Ayaw pa. Low network connection. Trying to reconnect. Yun. Magandang umaga. This is Trixie Angeles Luminous on Facebook. Tell me if the audio is okay para makaproceed tayo. Okay. Mukhang okay naman daw. Hi, Princess. Alright, today we will discuss the flag and heraldic code. Marami kasing nagpadala ng tanong about this person who pinago niya yung lyrics dun sa ating national anthem at pinost niya sa Facebook. And it wasn't a nice one. Kumbaga, medyo insulting. So what do we always say when it is an expression, when it is something people say or even sing? The rule is always freedom of speech. And then magkakaroon ng exceptions yan, provided that the exceptions are in our laws. So although the rule is freedom of speech, if you make a malicious imputation of a crime, vice, or defect on somebody, that is libel. So, libel is a restriction or one of the limitations on our freedom of speech. Tapos, dun sa we have a flag and heraldic code. Ito yung batas po na nagpa-prescribe o didirekta sa atin kung ano yung obserbasyon natin sa mga national symbols natin. Kaya nga flag and heraldic code. So, tungkol sa ating bandila, yung formula, kumbaga, ano yung dapat uma-appear sa bandila natin, paano natin kinoconduct yung flag ceremony, at kasama dito yung national anthem. Doon sa pinakita na Facebook post, merong ang binago yung lyrics. Unfortunately, dun sa ating flag and heraldic code at binasa ko pati implementing rules, hindi po ito dun sa mga binabawal na acts under this law. So, for the moment, that person is not criminally liable. However, nothing stops the National Historical Commission from issuing an admonition on this person for disrespect. But it's not in the law. Okay? So, ano yung mga kailangan? So, of course, we know how to conduct the flag ceremonies, di ba? On Mondays and Fridays in government institutions and offices, kailangan may flag raising on Mondays, tapos yung pagbaba ng ating bandila kapag Biyernes. Hinihikayat ito pati sa mga paaralan. Ngayon, in cases where pinatutugtog ang ating national anthem, nire-require tayong tumayo, ilagay ang kanang kamay sa dibdib, at kumanta. At hindi lang basta kumanta with fervor. So, that's why, last week lang yata yon, nagkahulihan po. May mga hinuli in a certain movie house, ang ating mga pulis, ni-record nila ang mga ilang tao na hindi man lang tumayo nung pinatugtog ang ating national anthem. So, this is legal. Ang penalty po dito, maaaring admonition on the part of, pwedeng administrative kasi, so magiging admonition lang yon. Pero maaari po kasing, bye, wala si Sir Jojo. Maaaring, okay, maaaring, so nagbabay lang ako kay Sir Jojo. So, pero meron din pong criminal penalty para dito sa violation ng ating flag and heraldic code. And this can be a fine of up to 20,000 pesos, but not less than 10 if I'm not mistaken. Double check ko. Pero, meron ding, yan, not less than 5,000 pesos, but not more than 20,000 pesos. Tapos, may team, i-discuss natin yung exemptions ng Jehovah's, pero meron ding imprisonment for up to 1 year. For up to 1 year dun sa So, if you're caught, you go to trial, ikukulong talaga kayo muna. Dadaling kayo sa police station, ikukulong kayo for a while, pwede kayong maghanda ng piyansa or dadaling kayo dun tapos dadaling kayo sa prosecutor where probable cause will be determined. Kung may probable cause, magsaset ng bail yung ating fiscal, kung makaset kayo ng bail, then eventually makakalabas po kayo while you're holding trial. So, hindi po biro ang violation ng ating flag and heraldic code. Meron talagang criminal penalty. And in fact, may description din. Kapag kinakanta natin ang national anthem, merong prescribed arrangement yan. Only the arrangement of Julian Felipe is allowed. So, yan ha, pati time signature, binibilang yan. Kung kaya't, meron dati, mga ilan sa mga pop singers natin, nagdadrama pagka kumakanta ng national anthem, na wala dun sa martial beat ni Julian Felipe, then yun, napapagsabihan yun. Okay? Ngayon, yung sinasabing exemption ng mga Jehovah's. Some time ago, sa school yata yun, ni-require ang ilang estudyante na tumayo habang tinutugtog ang national anthem, kaya lang, ayon sa kanilang paniniwala, ayon sa kanilang mga relihiyon, sa kanilang relihiyon, hindi maaaring tumayo during a national anthem kasi parang ang pagbibigay pugay dun sa bandila ay kontra sa kanilang paniniwala at hindi dapat mag-hold ng ibang simbolo na mas mataas pa o kasing halintulad ng Diyos. So, umabot ito sa ating Korte Suprema at sinabi ng Korte Suprema, ang religious belief po ay maaaring gawing exception doon sa pagsunod sa flag and heraldic code or sa pagsunod doon sa requirement na tumayo during a flag ceremony. So, kapag ganun, kung labag sa religious beliefs ninyo, may exemption to. Pero, magagamit nyo lang yung exemption na yun kapag napatunayan ninyo na bahagi kayo nung simbahan or religion na yun at active na nagpa-practice kayo nito. Okay? Dami kasi kayong, dami nang nagtanong hindi ko na ma-ignore. So, tignan natin yung mga tanong niya. Sabi ni Georgie, the infamous We Are the World copycat rendition of Lupang Hinirang in the past is a classic example of going against the prescribed tempo and delivery. Opo, hindi na po maaaring gawin yan ngayon. Sabi ni Alex Mendoza, ano po nangyari? Bakit naglabas ang RTC branch? Hindi nag-issue ng warrant of arrest at hold order. Wala pa kasi may oras pa si Senator Trillanes na sumagot. Diniscuss po natin yan yesterday. Tapusin lang natin yung flag and heraldic code, tapos buksan na natin yung questions for other issues. Sabi ni Anthony De Leon, can someone tell Lenny that she cannot salute the flag as she is not a member of the armed services, nor CINC, nor Commander-in-Chief? It gets on my nerves. As a civilian, she should place her right hand on her left chest. Tama po kayo dyan. Unfortunately, I think somebody has to file a complaint against the Vice President for inappropriately saluting the flag. Pero ang dapat kasi nagre-reklamo should be the armed forces kasi ina-appropriate niya yung hand salute when she is not a member and she's not Commander-in-Chief. Sabi ni Roel, mabuhay from Durian City. Di naman kayo nagpapadala ng durian. Loko lang. Sabi ni Georgie, another form of insult committed in flag ceremonies is the unauthorized use of the hand salute. Yun na nga yung ginagawa ni Madam Lenny. Kasi specific din yung flag and heraldic code Kapag military ka, sasaludo ka. Kapag civilian ka, hand over the left chest. So, tama po kayo. So, titingnan natin, of course, it hasn't been tested. Posibleng sabihin ng hukuman, ay, maliit na bagay yan. I-admonish lang si Madam Lenny. O Madam Lenny, sa susunod, hindi na kayo pwede mag-hand salute, ha? Mag-ano na lang. Yung kamay na lang sa dibdib. Ang kulit. Okay, other questions on other cases. Hindi nag-issue, yesterday diniscuss natin po, hindi talaga nag-issue ang Branch 150 ng warrant of arrest kasi, ganito yan, no? Iniisip nyo kasi na yung warrant na pinapa-issue kay Senator Trillanes is the same as a warrant na ini-issue kapag right after a preliminary investigation at at it's the initial trial. Hindi po ganun yun. Matagal na pong may trial, matagal na pong may jurisdiction ng court because ang purpose ng isang warrant of arrest is to bring the person to the jurisdiction of the court. Tapos, pagka arraign ka, it brings the act or the subject matter into the jurisdiction of the court. Hindi po purpose ng warrant of arrest simply to detain you. Ang purpose ng warrant of arrest is to acquire jurisdiction over you. Ngayon, ang final nila ay alias warrant. An alias warrant is what is issued kapag tapos na-acquire na yung jurisdiction ng hukuman, pero they want to bring you back to the jurisdiction of the court. Halimbawa, hindi ka nagpapakita, mga ganon. So, mag-i-issue ng alias warrant. In this case po, hindi talaga, normally kasi, kapag yung warrant, nag-file ka ng motion para sa issuance ng warrant, right after preliminary investigation para mag-acquire ng jurisdiction ng hukuman, ini-issue yun kaagad. Ex parte yan, hindi na kailangan pakinggan yung kabilang side. But in this case, as Senator Trillanes, kailangan pakinggan yung kabilang side kasi medyo controversial yung basis kung bakit mag-i-issue ng warrant of arrest. Unang-una, kailangan mag-determine ng korte kung may jurisdiction pa sila. Titignan din nila kung valid ang pag-issue ng Proclamation 572 at titignan pa nila kung necessary yung issuance ng warrant of arrest or kung pwedeng ituloy na lang yung hearing in accordance to the exigent circumstances. Pwede yun, ha? So, in this case, kasi pwede rin sila mag-petition for bail and all of that. So, in this case, hindi po talaga, please do not expect at huwag kayong magagalit kapag hindi nag-i-issue ng warrant yung mga hukuman natin. This is an alias warrant. And this alias warrant is issued after a hearing. So, kailangan pang pakinggan yung kabilang side. Hindi basta mag-i-issue ng warrant of arrest, you're depriving a person of his liberty, so he should be heard on this matter, particularly since he has challenged the validity of Proclamation 572. Huwag po kayong magagalit sa hukuman. They are just complying with the requirements of the law. Sabi ni Miguel Francisco, I think umay na mga tao at atat na sa mag-aaresto kay Senator Trillanes. Hindi po kasi excuse yun eh. Like I said, what we're going to do here, what you're asking the court to do is deprive a person of his liberty. And in order to do that, you have to comply with due process. Kasi ano ba yung, di ba? Ano yung sinasabi ng ating saligang batas? Ang sinasabi is no person may be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. So, ito po yung due process na yun. So, alam ko, kaya nga, hindi na sana ako sasagot, ay, gulo ng hair ko. Hindi na nga sana ako sasagot ng mga tanong tungkol kay Senator Trillanes kasi nga baka umay na kayo dito sa issue na to. Nakakasawa na. Pero, alam ko, nanggigigil din kayo sa kanya kasi nga, he's not exactly a very likable person. But at the same time, it is precisely for people we don't like that we have to assure that their rights will be respected. Kaya nga, di ba, ang daming nagagalit. Bakit daw ang daming karapatan ng isang akusado? Ganito po kasi yun. Ang isang akusado, ang kalaban niyan, yung buong estado. So, the might of the state, yung lakas at puwersa ng gobyerno ng estado, ang kalaban niya. Kung nag-iisa ka, di ba? Mahirap kalabanin yun. Kaya ang ginagawa ng ating saligang batas, pinapantay niya. Pinapantay niya yung playing field. Because the state has the might, bibigyan ngayon ng konting shield ang akusado. At yung shield na ito, ang tinatawag nating nasa Bill of Rights. Yung mga nakalista sa ating Bill of Rights. Yung mga, halimbawa, yung right against unreasonable searches and seizures. Hindi maaaring basta arestuhin ka except under certain circumstances. So yung mga ganon, it is a shield. The Bill of Rights is a shield so that the state doesn't abuse its power against an individual who would, in comparison to the state, be the weaker force. Diba? Huwag kayong magagalit kapag may mga karapatan, lalong-lalo na ang isang akusado at yung isang akusado na sa tingin ninyo guilty. All the more we have to protect the rights. Kasi, and in fact, that's why nagtatrial, para ma-determine natin kung itong taong to ay nararapat parusahan. Habang hindi pa po nahahatulan ng hukuman, hindi pa natin alam kung nararapat siyang parusahan. Innocent until proven guilty. Alam ko po, pero naiintindihan ko yung init ng ulo ninyo. Hindi ko sinasabing um, unreasonable din yung init ng ulo ninyo. Maliwanag na maliwanag dito kung ano ang kung bakit ang mood ng taong bayan ay laban dito sa taong ito. So, okay. Nasasawa na ako sa kanya. Pero sasagutin pa rin natin ang 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 mga tanong ninyo. Ano pa yung mga tanong nyo? Sabi ni Ionizer, bakit kapag mahirap ang akusado, kulong agad? If senador ang akusado, daming rights pestita. Though that is not true. I know it looks that way, but that's not necessarily true because it depends on the crime and it depends on the circumstances. Dito kasi kay Senator Trillanes, kinulong naman sila kagad right after Oakwood, di ba? So, hindi nyo pwedeng sabihin na ito pag siya, hindi siya kinukulong kagad. Senador nga siya, nakakulong pa rin siya. Hindi naman siya pinakawalan because of that. So, naiintindihan ko rin that sometimes it looks like yung mga mahihirap ay masyadong madali makulong. But it also depends on the crime at kung paano ka nahuli. So, kung kunwari, you were caught in the act, edi hindi kailangan ng warrant, arestuhin ka ng pulis. Di ba? So that is a valid warrantless arrest when you're in the act of committing a crime immediately before or immediately after. Sabi ni Miguel, I'm a little disappointed dun sa looming dictatorship ng prayer rally sa alma mater ko. Natauhan ata, tinanggal yung line na yun. Sana naman ang church, bitin, Miguel, sabi ni Rain, wag po natin madaliin at go against the processes of the courts kasi although this protects the bad people, this is also protection for the innocent. This is when we say the law is just. Kaya pasensya na lang po. Totoo yan. Kailangan kasi, hindi tayo pwedeng gumawa ng exceptions for people that we don't like. Kaya nga ang Pangulo natin, he was very careful to say, kailangan lumabas muna yung warrant of arrest. Diba? Bago natin siya arestuhin, at least for purposes of bringing him back to trial to the RTC. Okay? Although meron daw sinabi ang Pangulo earlier on that I disagreed with, kasi parang sinasabi niya wala naman daw yung court-martial. Commander-in-chief powers kasi yung pag-create ng court-martial eh. So actually, the President can reconstitute the court-martial at any time. Provided nga, but what he wants to do is to make sure that the courts have ruled on the legality of 572 even if it doesn't have a TRO bago siya idalhin sa court-martial ulit. Sabi ni Alon, kung ikaw ay lehitimong kahit ano pa man ang iyong religion, Kay, ano po yun? Hindi ko na-gets. Sabi ni Eileen, ano po masasabi sa post ng Rappler na misleading daw ang sinabi ng Presidente that he did not sign the order to arrest? Because there is a difference between the proclamation of the President saying that law enforcement agents should take him into custody using whatever legal means possible. And a warrant of arrest is always issued by the court. So Proclamation 572 presumes its own legality, presumes its own validity, and orders people to execute it. That is what the executive does, di ba? It executes its own rules also, and the laws of the land, as well as the orders of the court. So in this case, the President made the proclamation and he presumes that it is valid. The courts can declare that they are invalid. So, in the meantime, the Department of Justice began the processes of getting a warrant of arrest, which is a legitimate means of taking Senator Trillanes into custody. So, misleading po ang Rappler, hindi ang Presidente. Sabi ni Ariel Carlon, bakit ang mga dilaw ang nanghihikayat na sa mga tao at mga sundalo na mag-aklas o mag-people power sa labang sa Presidente, di po babawal yon. Okay, ganito po yon. Ang rebellion po is defined as the taking up of arms against a duly constituted authority. Kung ang hikayat naman nila ay peaceful means, hindi po ito rebellion or inciting to rebellion. Pero pag naghihikayat sila na tanggalan ng power ang ating Pangulo or kahit na sinong government official, then that is inciting to sedition. Ngayon, hindi siya, dahil it is possible na hindi maliwanag kung inciting to sedition yon, it is up to the DOJ to file the case against them if they believe that it is inciting to sedition. So that's up to the DOJ base dun sa kanilang assessment o pagkikilatis dun sa mga circumstances kung maaari silang mag-file ng kaso para ma-charge itong sina Senator Hontiveros, Senator Trillanes ng inciting to rebellion or inciting to sedition. Sabi ni Merlin, maraming salamat. Isa kayo sa tao na patuloy na tumutulong, papaano yan, para mailahad ang katotohanan at nagkakaroon kami ng kaalaman tungkol sa batas. Ano to? Ask ko lang po tungkol sa human rights victims during martial law ni President Marcos. Ma'am, di na po ba pwede mag-file yung mga di nakapag-file? Sana matulungan kami. Ma'am, I think tapos na po yung deadline. Pero, I think tapos na po yung deadline. Hindi ko kasi kabisado yung, yung pagbigay ng, ng compensation po dyan. Sabi ni Glenn, payo ko sa mga yellow tards, manood na lang sa inyo at sa karambola dahil marami silang matututunan nang hindi sila nagmumukhang tanga. Alam nyo, there are some people who just prefer their own opinions over other things like facts. Diba? So, ano naman nila yon? Karapatan nila yon. Ay, teka, mag-hi kayo kay Madam. At saka kayo, Madam, paki-hi. Paki-hi. Naka-live ako eh. Ay! Dumating na kasi si Madam, so kailangan i-wrap up na natin to. Flag and Heraldic Code. Ayon sa Flag and Heraldic Code, merong prescription dun sa pag-conduct ng flag ceremonies, dun sa kind of flag that we have, at saka yung pagkanta ng ating national anthem, at sinusundan natin to very strictly. So, if they don't, tatlo yung levels ng penalties. One is admonition. Administrative lang po yun. The others, maaari po kayo after due process na ma-fine o kaya ma-imprison. So, kailangan magpag-ingatan ninyo. Yun lang nga po, yung tao na naggawa ng ibang lyrics dun sa national anthem, hindi po siya kasama dun sa mga acts na pinipinalize ng ating Flag and Heraldic Code. So, last two questions. Sabi ni Koki, watching from Russia. Paggising ko, nakita ko naka-live kayo. Sabi ni Jim Andal, may briefing po ang lawyer ni Trillanes. Sabi nila na wala daw ng DND docs ni Trillanes dahil kinuha ng Solgen. That is an allegation that they have to prove. The presumption is that yung mga tao na may kustodiya ng mga dokumento are doing their jobs regularly. Kung sa tingin nila, meron silang ginawa na masama dun sa mga dokumento, kailangan po nilang patunayan yan. So, he who alleges must prove. Sabi ni Abe, Branch 148 asks for the original application for amnesty earlier today and Trillanes camp doesn't have it. What now? Is the burden now to prove in the prosecutor's side? Hindi, walang papatunayan ng prosecutor na kasi meron silang certification na walang kopya ng application or affidavit of admission at saka affidavit of retraction ang Judge Advocate General's Office na nagproseso po ng amnesty applications. So wala nang papatunayan ng prosecution, ang kailangan lang magpatunay in this case is yung kampo ni Senator Trillanes at pag hindi nila po nagawa yun, malaki po yung chance na ma-issue yung warrant of arrest. Last. Sabi ni Miguel Francisco, how I wish the government's media arm is really good para mabilis makounter yan ng mga paninira ng administration. Uy, kayo talaga. Andyan si Madam, oh. Yan ang government's media arm, di ba? At ginagawa naman ni Madam Moca yung kanyang trabaho. So, huwag niyo sasabihin, hindi magaling ang media arm ng gobyerno because nakikita niyo naman na up to now, na-disseminate ni ASEC Moca ng social media office ng maayos yung information, at least through SOCMED. So, kung worried kayo dun sa ibang kinds of media, ibang usapan po yun. Okay? Maraming salamat dun sa hindi pa po nagla-like at share. Paki-like at share itong live na ito at saka mag-like na po dun sa Luminous para magkakaroon kayo ng notices every time magla-live tayo. So, maraming salamat. I hope everybody has a good day.